right, guys. We're here to talk about the stuff that I purchased at the Atlanta Blade Show, uh, 2021. We got back the other day. Man, I'm telling you what, it was a blast. Lot of good people I met. Just really cool people in the blade community. A buddy of mine, I went down there with him, Steve Sterling. I'm sure a lot of people in the knife community have heard of Sterling Custom Knives. Steve's dad, Murray, has got some outstanding knives. Steve is making knives. Steve has some outstanding knives. And so I went down with Steve, and we had a table there and had a really good time. Sold some knives, met great people, all that good stuff. But anyway, let's get to what I found. I don't know if anybody knows what this is. A maker named Keith Bagley from Old Pine Forge Custom Knives. He is in White Plains, Maryland. I found this on his table. Keith and Steve are pretty good buds. Keith knows Murray. They've all been around the block a few times, and making good, cool custom shit and stuff like that. Well, anyway, enough talking. This is a bartender's knife. It is forged. Let me see if I can get the light right. As you can tell, let me get my dirty finger off of this, but hopefully that will focus. A bartender's knife, after I looked it up, this is what a bartender uses. As you can see, it's got a bottle opener. It's got a nice, very sharp serrated edge. It's got fork tines on the end of it for spearing, I guess, little cocktail onions and olives and lime and lemon slices and all that good stuff. And I could see it would definitely cut limes and lemons. And I just thought this was the coolest damn thing I have ever seen. I talked to Keith, and he said the handle material is he said it is a man-made composite. It's some sort of epoxy based something, but in my mind, it's just, this was the most beautiful thing I saw there the whole time we were there. But if you can see the metal, let me get it where the camera's right. Let's see. Okay. If you see towards the middle of the blade, there's a place right about here. Just disregard my dirty nails. I'm a working man. This was forged out of a timing chain out of a GMC truck. And I just thought that was the most awesome thing that I had ever heard of. I just couldn't believe that he took something so out of this world and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to make a damn knife out of that. Well, by God, he did. And a big shout out to Keith. Man, he's got some beautiful stuff. And if the light will catch it just right, I want you to look at those serrations. Those were put in by hand. I mean, this is 100% handmade. No machines. This was beat and hammered, and this is just true artwork is what it is. Well, anyway, and like I said, he does leather work as well. As you can see, the KB on the little sheath, and it just slides in like so. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have to make me a nice exotic wood block to display this thing in the kitchen in here, and I'm going to use it. And I told Keith I was going to use it. It just tickled him to death. So well, anyway, enough about that. And then also I met a guy there, really fine fella, Randy Hicks. Randy Hicks is a big guy in the knife community. He just passed his journeyman test there, and he makes some beautiful stuff too. This is one of his. No, he's a forger. And he does damn excellent leather work too. This is a cross draw holster. This blade is hand hammered steel, and as you can see, he's got his logo on there, J. Randy Hicks. I don't know if that's going to focus, but you just want to talk about a beautiful, symmetrical, 100% symmetrical, just fit in the palm of your hand, perfect little blade. This thing, it just, you pick it up and it just melts into your hand. He does some wonderful, wonderful stuff. Love this thing. And while I'm here, I want to discuss. I heard so many people at the Blade Show. I've watched them. We people watched. We watched people walk by, pick up knives, look at them. First thing out of their mouth. Well, how much is this? But you know what, guys? There's a difference between production knives and custom knives. And first of all, the custom knives that I own and that I've held and actually, experienced, there's not a production knife on the market that can touch the quality or the precision. And like I said, I've got some custom knives. This is my EDC. This is a titanium slip joint that Murray Sterling made. I don't know if you can look at the file work. Does that camera pick up that? Let me get as close as I can. It's got file work on the inside. The steel that goes into these knives. The production guys they're not gonna do this. They can't afford to. I saw for myself this steel, this very steel, and if I'm not mistaken, this is Alabama Damascus here. A chunk of steel enough to make a couple of these blades. I mean, you're talking a couple $100. And then you factor in the titanium. Everything on this knife is titanium other than the blade. That makes it lightweight. It's thin. I told Murray I like a knife that disappears in my pocket. And I'm telling you, he does not disappoint. Like I carry this thing every day. I beat the shit out of it. It's never been sharpened. It's sharp as hell. The man knows how to sharpen one too. And he knew that I liked titanium, and he built me this one. I don't know if you can look at the file work on this guy. He knows I like thin knives, and boy, he can make it happen. This thing here, it's a little bit dirty. I'm sorry, but I guess I should have cleaned it before I fired up the camera. But you cannot buy a production knife of this quality anywhere. I mean, these knives are tight. There's no wiggle. There's nothing. I promise you. Yeah, people kind of freak out when, there's a sticker shock associated with custom stuff. But you can't put a price on quality. You get what you pay for. And I promise you, at one time I was, susceptible to the sticker shock too. But now I look at a lot of these knives, especially like at the Blade Show, and I look at these other makers' products, and I'm like, how in the hell can you make this for what you're asking? You've got to be taking a loss, because you know what? There's a lot of hours, a lot of sweat, tears goes into producing something like this. All the makers I talked, there's not a lot of people doing folders. This is just a lowly slip joint, people. And I'm telling you right now, you think it's easy? Ask anybody that's ever made one. to get one that's got a half stop and a tight one at that, and you hear that pop, yeah, that rivals any $200 case double X I've ever seen. You know, and this is, you just can't, you can't do it. I mean, it's an art form. It really, truly is. And then we've got makers out here, they're making fully automatics, you know, that have, oh God, I don't even know how many pieces go into one. But to physically hand build something of this caliber, it's unbelievable. I mean, look at the finish work on this thing. Yeah, it's got some pocket wear. But you see where the pins are? You can't feel them, you can see them. I bet you money I could run an indicator across this and it's not going to pick it up. You can't put a price on that. You can't. So I mean, when you see a custom knife and you look at the price tag on it, you go, oh my God. No. There's a hell of a lot more to it than what you're just holding in your hand or what you're looking at. But anyways, I just wanted to give a little quick update of what I got at the Blade Show, and just my appreciation for these custom guys and how great they are. Oh, wait a minute, I've got one more knife here. This is another Murray. This is one of his fixed blades. It's a little dusty, but have you ever seen anything so unusual and so beautiful? Holy hell. I mean, the quality, the symmetry, it's unbelievable. And it fits in your hand perfectly. It doesn't look like it would, but I'm telling you right now, you could skin a deer with that and not bat an eye. It's too pretty to use, but I'm just saying. And you know, these guys, they step it up. They do their homework. The leather work is unbelievable. That thing fits like a glove, like a damn glove. So don't freak out if you're looking at a custom knife. You know, yeah, they're expensive, but there's a reason they're expensive. There's a difference between going out here and buying a Toyota Corolla, you know, a 99 Toyota Corolla, when you've got, this right here. Dude, this is a Ferrari compared to that, you know. You get what you pay for. So anyway, I'm done venting, and I'm gonna get off my soapbox, and I'm gonna go play with some more knives. We'll see y'all later.